Law of gravitation. Every particle of matter attracts every other particle of matter with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them.
Good morning, student. Today we are learning the universal law of gravitation. This universal law of gravitation is also called as the Newton's law of gravitation. Gravitation means attractions. This is a property of a matter to attract other particle of a matter with a force, and that force is how much force is given and what is the formula for it. That point we are learning in this topic. Good morning, student. Today we are learning the universal law of gravitation in terms of the vector form. Now this forces exist between the two particles, and in between the two particles there exists the force of attraction. This force of attraction already we know that the F is equal to Gm1 m2 upon r square. But this force is having the vector quantity, and this is a vector quantity means it must be expressed in a vector form. How to express in a vector form? That formula we are obtaining here. In this case, here the coordinate system will be considered as a 2-point masses is there, having the masses is m1 and m2 separated by the distance is r. Next is that the m1 particle is situated at a distance r1, m2 particle is situated at a distance r2. And after that we'll write the formula for the force. The force of gravitation, exerted on m2. This particle, this m1 particle is exert the force on m2 particle. That's why force of gravitation exerted on m2 by m1 is given by vector form, and then we'll write the vector form of it, that is a vector F2 to 1. Force is exerted by the particle 1 on particle 2. Particle 1 exert the force on particle 2, that is given by F21. 1 to 2, like that. Remember, this one particle exert the force on two particle 1 to 2. That's why F21 is the meaning of it. This is the meaning force of gravitational force on M2 is exerted by the particle M1. That's why M1 exerts the force on second particle, which is given by. Now after that, the formula already we know that the G is a gravitational constant. First particle, second particle, product divided by the distance square. Now which distance is considered here? First particle to second particle exert the distance. That's why distance between them is taken as the 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is the distance of it, that is R12 square. Next is that this is denoted by this distance, position of it vector in vector form. We'll write here it is 1 to 2 direction, and for the direction we'll write the unit of that quantity, that is cat is there. That is r cat is 1 to 2, which is represent the unit vector having the directions. Second we write the equation. This is the equation number 1. Second we write the force exerted on M1 m1 by m2. Here, force exerted on m1 by m2, we'll write the equation F is 1 to 2. This is a vector form. Force is exerted on m1 by m2. This second particle exert the force on it. Now the second particle exert the force on the first particle, which is given by F12. Given by the formula, same here, the G m1 m2 upon distance is taken as 2 to 1. Here the student, 2 to second particle to first particle taken as a distance is 2 to 1 square distance, and the unit of this position vector is given by the vector unit vector, that is r, 2 to 1, and this is a cap for it. This is the second equation. Okay, in this way, remember the two formulas for the force in a vector form. First is mentioned as the force of gravitation exerted on M2. Exerted on M2, that's why F2. Here simply also we can mention the F2. And the force exerted on M1 by M2, that is also represented by F1. This may be called as a F2, this may be called as a F1. Is it clear? Now after that we will write the next equation for it. Okay. Here it is mentioned as the 1 to 2 and the 2 to 1. Distance is change the direction of it. If we come to the 1 to 2 taken as a positive direction, 2 to 1 is a negative direction. Means these two unit vectors are there. These two unit vectors are opposite. That is a r12 is minus of r21. Maybe we can write 21 is equal to minus of, in magnitude we write 1 to 2. Okay. Now after that we substitute this value 1 to 2. We'll write the, here we write 2 to 1, we'll write the value of it. Substitute here 1, 2, which is equal to, now here the position vectors are both are equal and opposite. And then we write the equation number 1, F21 vector G m1 m2 upon r1 to 2 square, and then substitute the value of 1 to 2. I will write the, instead of that, minus sign 2 to 1 cap, that is equal to minus of G m1 m2 upon r1 to 2 square r21 cap. Now this value, both are square term is there and both in magnitude wise are equal. That's why I will mention here r magnitude of 1 to 2 square is equal to 2 to 1 square. Magnitude wise also both are equal, and take the square of it, that is also equal. Then I will mention here minus G m1 m2 upon r 2 to 1 square, and this is 2 1 unit vector, and this is nothing but the F21 unit vector force, which is equal to equation number 2. Here equation number 2, what is it written here? G m1 m2 upon r 2 1 square into unit vector 2 to 1 is there, which is similar to this. That's why this will become as minus f of 1 to 2. Okay. These two forces are equal in magnitude, but the negative sign represented, both are in directions. Both the forces are equal and opposite. That's why gravitational force of attraction between the two particles here in vector form mentioned as both are equal and opposite. F21 is equal to minus of F12. Thank you.